Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in Tien province. And now we're coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, recently the Standing Committee of Vietnam Fairland Wrong Committee of Duong Minh Chau District had the first consultation meeting to agree on the structure, element and number of candidates for People Council deputies of district in the third session 2021-2026 term.
Through discussions, the conference agreed on the structure, elements, and number of candidates of political organizations, social-political organizations, People's Armed Force units, subordinate administrative units, non-business units, and economic organizations in the district, including 57 people, ensuring the composition and balance of candidates, the proportion of people who are running for the People's Council deputies to be women and ethnic minorities according to the law. This is the first step in 5 steps of 3 terms of consultancy to elect district People's Council deputies for the 12th session 2021-2026 term that the Standing Committee of the District Fairland Front Committee has done in the election. According to statistics of the District Population Division, as of December 31st, 2020, the population of the district is 120,042 people. Therefore, according to the current legal regulations, the number of district People's Council deputies for the 12 sessions 2021-2026 term is elected as 32 delegates.
The commodity serving for Lunar New Year in Tien province is plentiful and diverse. Until now, the price of essential goods have not fluctuated much. The Ho Chi Minh City Union of Trade Cooperatives, Saigon Corp, has launched a large volume of essential goods, which can be serviced for 3 months before, during, and after the Lunar New Year 2021, with total value of nearly 5,000 billion Vietnam dong, up nearly 20% over the previous year.
Most of the budget has been prioritized to invest in research of 9 groups of goods to stabilize the market, including rice, sugar, cooking oil, pork, poultry, eggs, processed foods, fruits and vegetables, seafood. The rest is the fruit products, other non-food products and specialties of Tết. TayNin has also prepared many options for smooth transportation and distribution of goods to promptly respond to changes in epidemic in order to ensure that there is always a sufficient quantity of essential goods at good prices for the people so that the price of Tết goods will not be pushed up in the context of consumers facing difficulties after the epidemic. There are over 40 tons of goods to serve people on that occasion to ensure sufficient supply of goods for that with rich model, stable quality. Every day, nearly 5,000 customers come to serve. In addition to actively stockpiling and regulating prices of Tết goods, the Karma system has increased the frequency of goods quality control from 5 to 10 times compared to the normal businessmen, especially the Tết food group. In addition, the customers are required to wear a mask and measure their body temperature as entering the supermarket.
The Lunar New Year is coming very close. Many people have gone to the flower market to shop for that. However, many small traders have chosen to sell only one type of flower, far away from the busy flower market, giving people more convenient options. Then people acquire form of bougainvillea with bright colors, so the business of small traders can be quite smoothly. Bougainvillea flower pots range from 100,000 to 7 million Vietnam dong. In Waterfall, Tan Thao, the recently store, a small trader entered the market for the first time, but has been shown quite well. Some small businesses do not even have to pay the fee of rent because they are allowed to trade in front of houses by their owners. We will have the interesting experience at visit the flower market, but it is also a choice for both buyer and seller when the shoppers who are too busy to go to the flower market can buy some colorful, affordable Tết flower pots as that is very close. Tien Suoi Ngo Agricultural Service Cooperative Tuong Chau District recently had the 5th member meeting for the 2021-2026 term.
As a typical example in the construction of collective economic development, the past 5 years, cooperatives actually innovate in production and business activities to well manage and exploit properties, overcome difficulties in completing production and business objectives. The total income of households whose land is over 51 billion Vietnam dong per 160 hectares. The total income of the cooperative reaches over 4 billion 600 million Vietnam dong. It not only contributes to increasing income from members and employees, developing forms of production that contribute to the implementation of criteria for building a new countryside. Tien Suoi Ngo Agricultural Service Cooperative also maintains the ties of social welfare well, takes care of the life of members and employees, grading interior field roads, building facilities of the cooperative. Tien Suoi Ngo Agricultural Service Cooperative continues to lead the block, being awarded the Excellent Emulation Unit Plate by the Provincial People's Committee. At the Congress, Mr. La Hữu Nghị, Chairman of Tenant Cooperative Union, praised the cooperative's achievements in the past term. This is a typical model for the agricultural service network of the province. It will continue to make new steps contributing to promoting agricultural production to develop rapidly in the direction of concentration, large scale and high economic efficiency in the new term. The Member Congress of Tien Suoi Ngo Agricultural Service Cooperative elected the Board of Directors and Supervisory for the 2021-2026 term and launched the emulation movement in 2021 and the 5-year period of 2021-2026.
Recently, in social public opinion on the online community, there has been a lot of information about Badan Mountain tourist area that will be lost or suspended due to the influence of COVID-19 epidemic. However, taking to reporter, representative of Suoi Ngo Badan Mountain said that the above information is not accurate. According to the representative of Suoi Ngo Badan Mountain, during the COVID-19 epidemic period, the tourist area will still operate as usual. But the safety, prevention and control of epidemics will be also strengthened. On visitor coming to Suoi Ngo Badan Mountain must perform medical declaration, check body temperature, and be interested to wear a mask, disinfect hands properly. At the same time, it is recommended to keep a safe distance when queuing for ticket buying and checking. The tourist service areas, cable car cabin, are also cleaned and disinfected daily in accordance with regulations. In addition, 100% of the staff in the tourist area wear masks and regularly wash their hands with disinfectant solution. Representative of Suoi Ngo Badan Mountain also emphasized the tourist area will only suspend in operation when there is the direction of implementing from the Prime Minister or the directing documents of the Provincial People Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, in the days near the Lunar New Year 2021, the COVID-19 epidemic in Vietnam is experiencing complicated developments, when many localities in the country continuously recorded new infections in the community. To proactively prevent an epidemic, the branches health forces of the province have implemented effective anti-epidemic measures. In the last days of the Lunar New Year, when the overseas Vietnamese people return to their hometowns to celebrate the Lunar New Year are increasing, the disease prevention and control in the province is also facing more difficulties. The Provincial Steering Committee for Disease Prevention and Control has actually opened more medical isolation zones in district, town, and city. Some schools have been requisitioned as isolation areas to receive citizens who have come back from abroad for medical monitoring, ensuring the health is returning their homeland to welcome that. In order to ensure the safety of epidemic prevention and control, the rules of isolation areas have strengthened the time for propaganda of epidemic prevention measures. The rules of the isolation area on the internal loudspeaker system to raise awareness for the isolated people. The duty or professional duty in the isolation areas are maintained 24/24 hours. Every day, medical staff monitor and check the health in the isolation areas. For this isolation area, we have 2 employees who are on duty directly here 24/24 to monitor. In addition, there are 2 managers to remotely manage. acting around to take care of the conditions of isolation for people. The duty of our medical staff in the isolation area is to get body temperature twice a day and then distribute daily necessity. As health worker, we always want everyone to be healthy, to celebrate the New Year happily, to reunite with their families. In the project of receiving and treating suspected cases of COVID-19 infection or affected people for isolation in the province, the Bronx General Hospital is the last level of treatment. Currently, Tien General Hospital has 2 quick response teams set up ready to support lower levels. Adoption response and patient isolation treatment plans are constantly being updated. Since an outbreak, the hospital has easy receiving and treatment procedure with seniors for each receiving situation. Since the epidemic outbreak up to now, the spirit of the staff in the units has always been positive to treat patients. Secondly, to prevent epidemic from spreading to disease to the outside environment and medical staff. On that occasion, we still ensure the duty schedule and staff on the Lunar New Year. In the direction of the Ministry of Health as well as the People Committee of the province, Tien General Hospital always strictly observe screening team as well as quick response team. In Tien for the positive test cases, we all brought treatment at the Department of Infection, Tien General Hospital. The Department of Infection also divided the team closely monitor and control all positive cases from start the epidemic to now. The fight against the COVID-19 pandemic will certainly last longer, requiring responsibility and choice of each organization and individuals. To ensure effective disease prevention, people need to implement the 5 key messages in Vietnamese issued by the Ministry of Health: mask, disinfection, distance, not concentrating, medical declaration. Only then can people all over the country have a cheerful spring. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.